What if I told you the Ice Age wasn't one long winter? It was a series of frozen apocalypses that lasted tens of thousands of years. At its peak, ice sheets covered entire continents, and sea levels were a staggering 120 meters lower than they are today. Winters were longer, darker, and the temperatures? They dropped to a bone-chilling minus 30 degrees Celsius, a cold that could kill in hours. And yet, humans lived there. Early Homo sapiens, Neanderthals, and Denisovans called these frozen wastelands home. Survival wasn't luck. It was the result of incredible adaptation, ingenuity, and the will to conquer the cold.
Prehistoric humans don't have thick fur. That was a huge disadvantage, so we made our own. Ice Age humans crafted complex layered clothing. This wasn't primitive wrapping, it was tailored for survival. They used animal hides, with fur turned inward for insulation, stitched together with tendon thread using bone needles. Archaeological evidence shows fitted sleeves, pants, and boots. Some estimates suggest this gear could rival modern cold weather clothing, because clothing wasn't just about warmth. Wet skin meant death. Wind exposure meant hypothermia. Clothing turned humans into walking shelters. It was, and still is, humanity's first armor.
Fire wasn't just a discovery. It was the spark of survival in a world of ice. It provided heat against the cold, light in endless nights, and protection from the unknown. But this life-giving force was fragile. Our ancestors became its guardians, carrying its embers across continents. Evidence of their dedication is everywhere, in carefully built fire pits, used continuously for generations. Fire unlocked a new world of calories. Cooked meat was easier to digest, fueling larger brains and smarter survival. Mastering fire, we didn't just survive the Ice Age. We began to thrive, forging the path of humanity. Against a world of ice, survival depended on one crucial thing: shelter. Caves were ideal, but they were rare. So, humans had to build their own. They engineered homes from mammoth bones, wooden frames, and animal hides. Built low and circular to block the wind, and even insulated with snow, these huts were genius. Inside, it was 20 to 30 degrees warmer. These weren't just camps, they built to last.
In the Ice Age, food wasn't just sustenance. It was the fuel to survive the freeze. They took on giants. A single mammoth could feed a group for months, but nothing was wasted. Meat for food, fat for fuel, and bones for tools. Fat was life. Their high-fat, high-protein diet was the perfect adaptation for the freezing cold. This wasn't desperation. It was strategic nutrition, engineered for survival.
No one survived the Ice Age alone. Humans lived in tight-knit groups for a reason. They shared food. They cared for the sick and protected the vulnerable. Knowledge was passed down. Where to find shelter, how to track animals, how to survive the storm. Back then, community wasn't optional. It was how we survived.
Ice Age humans weren't simple. They created stone blades sharper than steel. They perfected spears and atlatls for long-distance hunting and devised cunning traps and ambush techniques. They adapted tools for winter with ice-resistant handles, fur-lined grips, and portable fire kits. Some groups even navigated across frozen landscapes using seasonal knowledge passed down for generations. This was intelligence shaped by ice. Survival wasn't just physical. Ice Age humans created art, music, rituals. Cave paintings weren't decoration, they were storytelling, teaching, and belief. In endless winters, meaning mattered. Hope mattered. Culture helped humans endure isolation, fear, and loss.
The Ice Age didn't end humanity. It shaped us. Every jacket you wear, every home you heat, every meal you share, all of it traces back to people who stared into frozen darkness and refused to give up. Humans survived not because we were strongest, but because we were smart, social, adaptable, and resilient. If you enjoyed this, hit like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, could you survive the Ice Age?